The Egyptian desert stretches out like a golden sea. It is a vast and silent world. The sun beats down with an unrelenting force, and, well, heat shimmers above the endless dunes, making the air dance. Here, time itself seems to slow down. Every grain of sand holds a story, and every shadow conceals a secret. The landscape is immense, powerful, and honestly, quite humbling. It's a place where one feels very small, a mere visitor in a kingdom of sand and sky. The silence is profound, broken only by the soft sigh of the wind. This is a land of stark beauty and deep antiquity. The horizon is a clean line, where the brilliant blue of the sky meets the ochre of the earth. There are no roads here, only ancient pathways carved by wind and time. One must tread carefully. The desert does not give up its secrets easily. It demands patience. It demands respect. To rush through this place is to see nothing at all. To pause, to listen, is to begin to understand its profound and enduring mystery. Wildlife moves with a deliberate, unhurried grace. A lone jackal, silhouetted against the setting sun, pauses on a ridge. It turns its head slowly, its ears attuned to the faintest sound. It is not hunting. It is watching, waiting, as if it has been doing so for centuries. In this timeless land, every creature seems to be part of an ancient ritual. Their movements are measured, almost ceremonial, contributing to the profound stillness that hangs over the entire landscape. The air itself feels heavy with history. With every breath, one inhales the dust of empires long gone. The sun, a fiery orb, sinks low, painting the sky in shades of orange, pink, and deep purple. Night falls quickly in the desert. The temperature drops and the stars emerge. They are not the familiar stars of the modern world, but a brilliant, dense canopy of light. They seem close enough to touch, ancient witnesses to all that has unfolded below. We move from the open desert towards the ruins. Here, colossal stone structures rise from the sand. They are the skeletons of a forgotten world. Temples and tombs stand as silent sentinels. Their walls are scarred by millennia of sun and wind. One can feel the sheer scale of the ambition that built them. These are not mere buildings. They are monuments to eternity. As you walk among the towering columns, you are walking through the echoes of a powerful, lost civilization. The air grows cooler in their shadows. The wind changes its tune here. It no longer sighs across open dunes. Instead, it whispers through broken colonnades and narrow passages. It sounds like voices, murmuring just at the edge of hearing. Are they warnings? Are they invitations? It is impossible to tell. The sounds create a feeling of suspense, a sense that we are not alone. Something ancient and powerful still resides within these stones, a presence that can be felt, but never truly seen. It is a chilling, yet awe-inspiring sensation. Look closer at the walls, beneath the layers of sand and time. Faint markings begin to appear. They are not random scratches. They are deliberate, elegant, and full of meaning. Here, a falcon's head. There, a coiled serpent. These are the first hints of the texts, the hidden language of the past. They are peeking out from the shadows, teasing the curious traveler. The discovery is not sudden. It is a slow revelation, a gradual unveiling of secrets that have been kept for an unimaginable length of time. The impulse to touch is almost overwhelming. To run your fingers over the carved stone is to connect with the person who made it. Who were they? What stories did they wish to tell? These initial fragments are just the beginning. They are a promise of something more, a deeper knowledge hidden just beyond reach. The ruins are a library, and we have just found the first page. The search for understanding has just begun, driven by a reverent curiosity and a sense of profound awe. We journey towards the lifeblood of this ancient land, the Nile. The great river flows slowly, its dark waters reflecting the endless sky. Its banks are a ribbon of vibrant green, a stark contrast to the golden desert beyond. Here, life flourishes. Tall reeds sway gently in the breeze. The air is thick with the scent of wet earth and lotus blossoms. The sound of the river is a constant, gentle murmur. It is a sound of life, of sustenance, of civilization itself. The Nile has seen everything. It has carried pharaohs and peasants alike. Along the water's edge, the world moves in slow motion. A flock of sacred ibises wades through the shallows. They dip their long, curved beaks into the water with a quiet grace that is mesmerizing to watch. Their movements are precise, elegant, and unhurried. Further down the bank, a crocodile lies motionless on a sun-warmed rock, looking more like a statue than a living creature. It is an ancient reptile, a survivor from a prehistoric age, perfectly at home in this timeless setting. The river seems to whisper its own stories. As our boat drifts silently on the current, the gentle lapping of water against the hull sounds like a soft, rhythmic chant. It speaks of floods that brought fertility, of journeys to the afterlife, of gods and monsters that lived in its depths. The Nile is a storyteller, its narrative flowing as ceaselessly as its waters. To listen is to hear the heartbeat of ancient Egypt, a rhythm that has pulsed through this land for thousands of years, shaping its destiny. Hidden along the banks, tucked away in small, forgotten chapels or carved into rocky outcrops, more texts are found. These are different from those in the desert tombs. They speak of water, of harvests, of the cycles of life and death tied to the river. They are prayers for a good inundation, or warnings about the dangers lurking beneath the surface. The river's whispers and the stone's inscriptions merge, creating a richer, more complex narrative of the past. The journey for knowledge continues, guided by the flow of the water. We enter the cool, dark interior of a newly discovered tomb. The air is still and heavy, thick with the scent of dust and sealed time. The silence here is absolute, a stark contrast to the whispering winds outside. Light from our torches dances across the walls, revealing a breathtaking sight. Every surface is covered in intricate carvings and vibrant paintings. Hieroglyphs march in perfect, ordered lines from floor to ceiling. The sheer volume of text is overwhelming. It is a library of the dead, a complete and unabridged story. These are not just decorations. Each symbol is a word, a concept, a piece of a vast, complex puzzle. The figures and symbols seem to watch us from the walls. Their painted eyes follow our movements in the flickering light. There is a palpable sense of presence in the room, as if the authors of these texts are standing just in the shadows, observing us. A profound reverence fills the space. We are intruders in a sacred place, and we must proceed with the utmost care and respect for those who rest here. The messages on the walls are a mixture of the mundane and the divine. There are lists of offerings for the deceased: bread, beer, and oxen. There are also powerful spells intended to guide the soul through the perilous journey of the underworld. Some passages read like warnings, cautioning against disturbing the peace of the tomb. Others seem to be beckoning, promising great wisdom to those who can decipher their meaning. The texts speak with a voice of immense authority, a voice that has been silent for millennia but has lost none of its power. To stand before these walls is to feel the immense weight of history. These are not just stories, they are the beliefs, the fears, and the hopes of a people etched in stone to last for eternity. The task of translating them is daunting. It is a slow, methodical process, one that requires not just knowledge, but empathy. We are not just reading words, we are listening to voices. We are attempting to understand a worldview so ancient, so different from our own. The weight of this responsibility is immense. As our journey through this ancient land comes to a close, we are left with a profound sense of wonder. We have walked through sun-scorched deserts and explored the cool shadows of colossal temples. We have drifted on the timeless waters of the Nile and stood in the silent presence of the dead. Everywhere we have gone, we have found whispers of the past. They are carried on the wind, murmured by the water, and inscribed in stone. Egypt is a land that speaks, if one only knows how to listen. The texts we have encountered are more than just historical records. They are living voices. They warn, they guide, they boast, and they plead. They speak of gods and kings, of love and war, of the simple joys of life, and the profound mysteries of death. They are the echoes of a civilization that believed in eternity and did everything in its power to achieve it. To read their words is to feel a connection across the vast gulf of time, to realize that they were not so different from us. The wildlife, too, seems to be part of this ancient conversation. The slow, deliberate movements of the ibis, the watchful stillness of the jackal, the patient power of the crocodile, they all contribute to the feeling that time operates differently here. They are the living hieroglyphs of this land, creatures that have played their part in its stories for thousands of years. They move as if they are listening to the same whispers, guided by the same ancient rhythms that pulse beneath the sand. Leaving this place, one carries the whispers within, the desert wind in your ears, the feel of carved stone beneath your fingers, the sight of 1,000 stars in a clear night sky. The secrets of ancient Egypt are not all buried in tombs or written on papyrus. They are in the land itself. The voices from the dust are not gone. They are merely quiet. They are waiting for the next traveler to pause, to listen, and to wonder at the immense enduring mystery of this incredible civilization.